So about the scariest thing you can do around our home is trying to take a toy from Ratty. Oh! That was embarrassing, huh, Ratty? And if you get that toy, the next scariest thing you can do is sniff it.
Sniff.
No.
Smell it.
Seriously, don't smell one of Ratty's toys.
Smell it.
Oh my god. Why? So smelly.
It smells like a retainer or someone's cast.
So we're gonna steer into the spook and dress up as Ratty's two favorite toys. Welcome to this year's Halloween episode of the Mack Makes show. The show for Graham and the fam where Mack makes art and also makes conversation. So here's the plan. I'm gonna be Lamb Chop. Lamb Chop is pretty straightforward. She's got like 4 recognizable features. I ordered these onesie pajamas to be her fuzzy white body, and then I'm using yarn to make the rest of the details.
So I made these ears. There's one, there's the other. But now I think I might have done the wrong shape. You know what? It's fine.
I did a lot of the crocheting off camera because this is what footage of me crocheting looks like.
No, better luck next time. I tried. Just didn't seem...
Wow, I love that hat.
Thank you, ma'am.
I also made a big tongue to like hook under the front of the hood and it's gonna like flop over onto my face. I used this leftover yarn from Ratty's popcorn costume a few years ago, and I used the rest of it up to make these red cuff things. Because Mama's not gonna learn how to make a whole set of gloves when I could just make like 2 tubes and shove my hands through them. Fingerless gloves are cooler anyway, right? So I don't have any black yarn on hand for the eyelashes or nose. So I'm just gonna get real handsy with the leftover yarn and some black paint.
So I was first planning on making a bunch of like individual eyelashes, but I came up with the idea of just making long coils and hooking those on.
That looks so good.
And with everything attached and the nose stitched in there, it was done!
I'm moving right along to Curt's. Curt's gonna dress up as 13 Squeakers. I think this guy's name is Bobo. Like he's usually a long sausage dog, but he has 13 whole squeakers. So that's what we call him.
Here, Ratty, do you want to rescue your toy?
Do you want it?
Put it in your mouth, you stupid.
Good.
She loves it. For that one, we're starting with the same onesie I have, except for blue instead of white and large instead of medium. So these colorful squares on the toy itself are kind of tie-dye. So we could either replicate that by making or trying to find some tie-dye. But I had all this pastel fabric I got from a recent Dollar Tree trip. So instead of dyeing fabric, I'm gonna make a cool kind of scaled up version of that effect by essentially making quilt squares with blotches of the colorful fabric all over it. So I've got 6 squares of this pattern.
Oh, looks perfect.
Right? And then they're just gonna be staggered.
Once everything was laid out, I went over it with tacky glue to hold everything in place. Hang on, that's not the end of it, okay? Just wait. You use tacky glue, or Elmer's, I suppose. I'm not exclusive. You use water-soluble glue to stick together stuff like this that you need stuck together. And then, after it dries, I go over the whole thing with my sewing machine. And everything's held super nicely from the glue. And then all you have to do is like rinse or wash a couple of times with hot water, and there's no more glue. By the way, I don't think I've told you guys. My sewing machine, her name is Adele. You know why? Because she's a singer. This big smile is the most recognizable feature on Bobo, so we really have to nail that. I'm thinking fleece and some of that black yarn. I use the same technique for the mouth with the glue, sewing, and then rinsing. And look how cute it looks.
Okay, look at that. Yeah, that's funny.
I love the floppy tongue on Lamb Chop, so we're going to do the same thing with the smile on 13 Squeakers and have it hanging down over the face. And we need ears. Now, this blue fabric isn't a perfect match to the body, but we're going to use it to make our big floppy ears.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Also, girl,
Ow.
I had blisters from cutting all of those shapes earlier.
Ow.
Stop crying so much.
I can't not, though. Ow.
The eyes are some pom-poms I painted black, and the nose is some scrap fabric I painted black. When I stitched that on, I stuffed some scraps in there so it's nice and puffy. And then time to attach all the squares. I also made these 2 larger quilted pieces to go along the front of each arm.
So I got everything held into place with, you guessed it, some glue, and then got to sewing. With this, I had to hand stitch everything together just because of the shape of everything, so that took a while. You know Good Cat kept me company. Oh my goodness. You know Ratty kept me company. Oh my gosh, and look how happy she got when Curt came home. Oh, and he got some great news.
Hey, the wee sparrow accepted a haiku.
Oh my
And that's all
god.
Oh, it's haiku of the month.
No way.
It's the best one.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Then Good Cat helped me finish up with the sewing. But by the end of all that, I had the costumes together.
So I don't think this is going to be one of those situations where Ratty like sees us in the costumes and freaks out because we're dressed like her favorite toys.
What do you think, Ratty?
This is not a surprise to her at all. Since the second those onesies came in, she has been claiming them for her little blanket. I did get to wear this costume to work, where I realized I made a grave error.
Y'all, I am so embarrassed. Wearing my costume at work, doing my thing, and one of my managers has to point out I forgot a tail. See? I look ridiculous now. All my authority has been compromised.
So I did come home and make a tail on my break.
See? See? How about now? How about now?
We're all good now. Does Lamb Chop even have a tail? Because now that I'm thinking about it... Okay, these toys don't have tails.
Hey Siri, does Lamb Chop have a tail?
Did I seriously add a tail? Just because a man told me to, and there isn't even a tail? Hang on. Bonus round, Good Cat costume!
My name is Frank Perez. I'm running for Reno City Council Ward 1. I'm going to fight for clean and safe neighborhoods. I'm going to fight for affordable housing. And when we win, we're going to make sure that our city council represents people and not just special interests. My name is Frank Perez, and I hope I can earn your vote for a clean and safer Reno.
What is it? That's embarrassing.